to try this. This is my product. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor.
Right.
And she said just 1/3 of a teaspoon of this powder, which has cacao in it and lots of other really good things, she said would change my libido because it would affect my tissues.
I love it. Right on here it says lust, desire, and libido. I wanted to take us out for a moment so people could read that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been taking it since I got home from Austin.
Uh-huh.
And have you noticed anything?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Well, you desire me a lot more often. It feels like we're having a lot more sex recently. And, yeah, I think the effects of it have been a benefit not only to you, but also to me. Now, I haven't taken any.
Oh, she says you can take it too.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So
then we better watch out in our house.
What happens then? If you and I are both all turned on all the time, this is going to be like a problem.
No,
we won't
it
get
isn't.
things done.
No, we will. We will.
We might not get things done.
We'll get them done faster because we'll be in a hurry to get together. So, where to go? The name of the website is Siddha Labs.com. You go there. You will receive a 10% discount on any of the products. By the way, there's other really good products there, other
Lots
good powders.
Of good products.
You will receive a 10% discount on any purchase if you use our code, which is
Sex and Happiness.
So you use that code, get the product, experiment with your libido. It's awesome. This product could replace the little blue pill. That would make me really happy. And whatever those silly pills are, they made for women.
I don't know that they work, but yes, definitely use this powder. It's amazing. We have had amazing sex since you got home from Austin. And thank you, Amaya. Get yours today. This is a perfect transition into...
Let's go to number 3.
Number 3. Let's go.
I like that. That was good.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3. Here we go.
Let him help you.
Let him help you. Women are by nature caregivers. We long to take care of anyone and everyone, often to the point that we stop doing anything for ourselves and we get resentful and bitter about it, especially with our spouses. But men don't want that. They don't want us to be too helpful.
Okay, so men, let him help you. Well, I have discovered this. So I have lots of men around me. You're not the only one. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I have loads of really good men friends.
Oh, I'm aware.
I have I have men who love me.
Love her.
Love me. And men, colleagues who love and adore me. They want nothing more than to just be in my presence. And part of what I've discovered is that I give them tasks. Like I say, would you do this for me? Could you do this for me? Would you help me with this? Could you do this? Could you do this? It took me forever to learn this because I pretty much can do everything myself.
Right.
My father taught me to do everything, like change tires on the car and change the oil and do whatever. I don't do that. I ask people to do those things for me.
Right.
I ask them to do errands for me. Yeah. I ask them to do all kinds of things, and they feel like useful. And I feel like when men do things where they feel useful and where they feel that they're going to get acknowledged for doing a good job, then they get really happy, don't they?
That's my favorite words.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, so you like to do things like that. You like to do useful things.
Yeah.
You say to me, don't complain, make requests.
That's right.
And then I used to think that I could only have 5 requests a day. Like I thought that there would be too many requests. Like I would use up my welcome.
She gets, nobody ever said, we had never ever discussed that. So she would sometimes complain to me, and, we teach this. We believe that, behind every complaint is a request. And so I would say, okay, well, let's get to the request part.
Yeah.
And then she would look at me and she'd go, because she had made several requests before, and I'm looking at her going, what is going on with you? Like, you're stuck on stop. And she goes, I figured I only have 5 a day. And I went, who made that up? You remember that?
I do
We were
remember
like,
that.
Who made that up? You have unlimited requests
Right.
every day.
And that's because of this point.
Right.
You like to feel useful and like you're doing something for me, and you don't want me to handle and do everything and take care of every single little detail and every single little item.
That's right.
You want to be able to do those things, and you want to show me that that's how you care. And so I love you for that, and I say good job, and you feel loved.
I feel appreciated and loved and acknowledged.
So this woman, Mitzi, is right.
She's right. She's spot on.
Okay, let's go to the next point.
All right.
Number 4, lead with your feminine energy. And then she goes on to say, I know. How can I say that in this modern world? Men and women are equal. Women can do everything that men can do and do some of it even better. We are not soft. We are steel. We aren't going to act like girls. So this is like the way women are today.
Right.
Like steel. Like we're not going to act like little girls.
Right.
I get it, but one thing that we can't ignore is human nature. It's in our biology that many men are masculine and many women are feminine. We each have standard accompanying traits. Okay, so we all have both traits. Even also for gender bending, or even also if we're transitioning into a different gender, we all have masculine and feminine traits inside of us. And in today's world, women have accentuated the masculine traits. And I'm going to say that we had to. Why? Because we had to be taken seriously. So in order for me to have been taken seriously in business, in order for me to be taken seriously in a world which was dominated by men, I had to become more male. I had to succeed in the male standards of the world.
Wow.
I did.
I remember that, yeah. You telling me about that.
I did have to. However, then I took Tantra. And when I took Tantra, I went, I'm a goddess.
Yep.
I'm in the feminine. I changed everything. My body changed. I changed my furniture. I changed the space that I live in. I changed the way my bedroom looks. I changed my clothing. I changed everything because I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be in a only male polarity, only in a male world.
Right.
And what I discovered also is that I had to let parts of me show up that didn't feel safe in the world of men.
Yeah.
And that's my little girl and a part of me that was also violated. Like I had to let all of that be expressed. Yeah. And I had to allow myself to be catered to and done for by men. I had to give men ways to feel important around me. Not that I could do it all myself.
And being in the feminine, that polarity allows for the masculine to show up. And it's so odd. I mean, I've seen this in many relationships and people that we've coached, and I think it's true. I mean, fact check this, but I think it's true that in the absence of the masculine, the feminine becomes more masculine. You know, it's right. It's sort of like So in the patriarchy, there haven't been very many good masculine role models. Mm-hmm. Mostly they've been takers. Right.
Mostly they've been takers outside of consent. Mm-hmm. They've been the story of do it and apologize later. Don't ask for permission. Right. I'm going to grab your breast and then I'll apologize later after I had a good squeeze. Yeah,
sometimes that's called the immature masculine or the toxic masculine.
Yes, it is called that.
It's called that, but I think that it diminishes the understanding of what the masculine is. So what that is that's just being childish, or more to the point, that's being a toxic human, not necessarily using how big you are to force yourself upon somebody, and that's just dangerous. And so when I talk about masculine, I'm talking about someone who is conscious and aware of their surroundings, can hold space, can witness, can take action.
And can act appropriately.
And knows how to temper the temper. There's a lot of things that the masculine is able to do, and it almost a stoicism to it when it's healthy, and too much stoicism when it's unhealthy, without feeling, without any expression or expressiveness.
But we've all been at the effects. You as a man and I as a woman have all been at the effects of toxic masculinity.
Absolutely.
It's like you were told not to express your feelings. You were told that only sissies cry. There's so many things that men were taught that were unhealthy, and women were taught that their femininity isn't safe.
Right.
They'll be raped.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be taken advantage of. So it wasn't safe to have the feminine part of them come out.
Right.
Women were told that if they wore short shorts, that's why they got raped.
Yeah.
Because they wore clothes that tempted.
Women were responsible for their own victimhood.
Yeah.
It's madness.
So that's why what she's saying right now sounds revolutionary, even though it's like the oldest thing in the book. Like,
right.
if I'm in the presence of the safe masculine, which I felt because of your communication skills, because of your boundaries, because of the things that you said in the very beginning, and the way we vetted each other, I felt safe. So guess what? In that first interview that we did, our first date was Michael interviewed me for almost 2 hours on his podcast.
Yeah.
In that interview, I felt my feminine could just come out. I could giggle and laugh with you and just say anything.
That was such a fun interview.
Yeah, and so you saw me in my feminine. And then soon thereafter, you came to my class.
Yep.
And you saw me in my masculine.
That's right.
You saw me as a master.
And I wasn't scared of you. A lot of people are scared of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm so powerful.
It's true.
They're intimidated.
Yeah.
But that's, in order to see in me the thing that they may not have,
Yep.
they must have it. You can't even identify it if you don't have it.
That's right. You're sweet, but you're no teddy bear.
I'm not.
Be careful. She's got a sword.
I do have a sword.
Yeah.
So I have a healthy masculine and I have a healthy feminine.
I have a healthy masculine. I don't know my feminine very well. I don't think that I express or address that side of my personality very often. I think when I do it in private, or I'm just quiet about it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And she's lovable. She is.
I'm lovable.
You are. You are. All right, so what was the point again? The point was
The masculine.
be polar.
Yeah.
Be polar if you can. We have other ways of doing it that we teach in our Extraordinary Lovers course. We teach people how to emphasize and ramp up their polarities. And that's part of what makes our course so exciting, because sometimes people neutralize each other just by being around each other too much. And so we teach people how to polarize again. And what happens then is that the heat rises.
Oh, my goodness.
And the sexuality, which might have gone offline, comes back on.
That's right.
Yeah. 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 So we'll talk about that.
Polarity is so hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we talk about and teach in our Extraordinary Lovers course.
And we have several coming up around the world. And so what you'll need to do is go to lorihandlers.com and click on the Extraordinary Lovers link.
And find out where it is in your part of the world. Or if there's a part of the world you want to travel to where we're doing it, it would be really super to have you there and for you to let us know that you heard about it right here on Sex and Happiness.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go to number 5.
Number 5. It says, let him know when he finds your on button.
Yeah, so in here she's talking about getting a garage door opener. But I don't think that was her on button. She got really excited.
He got her an on button?
He got her a garage door opener,
Oh.
and that turned her on that he thought to give her that.
Ooh.
So it was hot for them for a while.
Well, that's cool.
It wasn't hot forever because they got divorced.
Oh, well.
I know, terrible.
He needed to find her next on button.
Her next garage door opener.
Exactly.
Maybe they needed to get a new house where he would get her a new opener.
Exactly.
Anyway, on button. What does that mean?
I don't know, man. What's your on button?
Your on button is things that turn you on.
Oh, okay.
your on button, things that like excite you, that like